Right, here's a quick video, maybe not so quick, on the sort of second phase of where I've got to with this short children's story I'm writing, kind of aimed at sort of 3 to 6 year olds. It's going to be done illustrated in watercolour by myself. All these drawings are going to transpose into a painting style a bit like this, but maybe with a little more detail, and that's just a landscape. But the landscapes will look like that. It's a sort of woodland picture, so you're getting the sort of colour and the detail, level of detail that these are going to transpose to. It's come down to about 13 images. I'll just run through the story quite briefly. So what we've got is, we've got two little girls who live in the woods. Here's the cottage with the smoke coming out, and it's a kind of pine wood. There we are. And in the second frame, we've got a stream running through the woodland, and it's describing how they like to play, and one of them likes to dance and the other likes to sing, and they generally get outdoors and do good stuff when they're not at school. One of them, the little one's very daring, she climbs all over the trees. The older girl's a little bit more studious and likes to, look for signs of animals and plants and things like that. And then one day, amazingly, they find this great big stick leaning up against a tree and have no idea what it is. Funnily enough, it's actually the magic flute, which is what the book's going to be called. Okay, they find this great big stick. I'm quite sure what to make of it. And I think they come back the next day to the wood and they find this great big hand wrapped around the side of a tree. I'm not quite sure what this is, all a little bit scary. And the daring little one gives it a tickle, while the elder girl sort of runs away and hides. And then out of the ground comes this huge giant who was sort of hiding under the tree. It turns out he was actually sleeping under the tree, and he forgot to pull his hand in. They pull the trees up above them when they go to sleep, and he left his hand out for the night. This was one of the first images I did on the drawing phase, and it's funny when I go back, because what I've got to get is a consistency of scale. These drawings, things were appearing larger and smaller, but I can work that through. So they find the big friendly giant, and they get chatting, and he's very funny, and he's whistling these funny tunes, and off they go through the woods to find the flute, because he's lost his flute. So he's asked where his flute is, and they're off to get that. Find the flute, obviously, quite by accident, and he starts playing them a tune on the flute, and for some reason the music this giant's playing is really quite funny, and it makes the kids laugh and dance and sing. And they sing and dance all day, totally lose track of time, and they fall fast asleep, and he carries them back home to the cottage. So this is kind of the same image we've got in the first scene, same tree stump, and he sort of guides them home and says off you go to bed, and they did. And the next day they get up early in the morning to go and see if he's back at the tree. This will be the tree he was playing the flute against back in the 7th or 8th scene, and he's not there. And this is the morning, so it's sunrise, so it's going to be a really nice warm image. There's no giant there, but back to the final scene at night time. We've got him, he plays the flute for them to go to sleep every night. And here they are in the window, silhouetted in the house. I didn't draw this one in any detail because this is a moonlight picture, and this is all silhouette. It's going to be very, 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 very dark. The only focus being that. So that's phase 2. What I did was actually just knocked it together in a series of. I put these sketches on a book. I put all the text in. I've written the text. It comes to about 1,200 words, which struck me has been quite a lot, but not a massive amount. So that's kind of the first draft of the book. and I'm going to put that out amongst a few people and see what they think. See if I get any responses back from this video. Might even put this online somehow. But basically what's going to happen next is there's just going to be a lot of work with the painting side of it, and I've got to transpose this into really bright watercolours. I mean, go and have a look at my website at www.mjforster.com. You'll see my drawing style, painting style there, and just sort of mock up a lot of consistencies really. I mean, off each of these images I would probably be painted about 15 times, I reckon, to get to the finished piece. So there's a lot of work here. There's a good 150 paintings that are going to have to be done over the next couple of months to sharpen this up. But you know, I've been working on this for about on and off for a couple of weeks now, so I don't know, about 40 hours work, bit less, 35 hours work. But here it is, suddenly it's become real, and I'm going to do this.